Good morning, students. Today I am once again here with you to discuss the lesson Whatever We Do, written by Clifford Mortis. Clifford Mortis. So here the author Clifford Mortis is telling us in this lesson about how we have to do our work better, or from better to more better and the best. Means to say this, we have to improvise our work or our words or our speech, whatever it may be. Whatever it may be, we should try to improve. We should try to do it better. With his life experiences, we had tell us so many instances, so many incidents he is mentioning, that in the last class we have discussed that how a doctor should behave with the patient. A doctor should, if a doctor should speak nicely with a patient, it will help him to recover fast. And it is also a part of the treatment. So, every doctor should talk with friendly with the patients. And he also tells us how the auto rickshaw drivers behaves. The auto rickshaw driver, he is telling an incident. Once he was going to city hospital and he called a auto rickshaw, and that auto rickshaw he came and just he put down that meter. He didn't speak any words, so that he has to say few words that yes sir, like this. So, and in another occasion when he was going to Central Market, he called a auto, but that auto driver, he didn't tell anything. He told that, sir, it was already time over, I have to hand over the auto to the owner. So telling like this, he called another auto and told him to take the author to city market. So this is the way that we can say no in a pleasant way. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಕಳೆದ ತರಗತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ಈ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ಗಳು ಒಂದು ವರ್ತನೆಯನ್ನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಅಂದರೆ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಆದಂಥವರು ತಮ್ಮ ರೋಗಿಗಳ ಜೊತೆ ತುಂಬ ಒಂದು ಆತ್ಮೀಯವಾಗಿ ಮಾತನಾಡೋದ್ರ ಮೂಲಕ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಅವರು ಆ ಒಂದು ರೋಗಿಯ ಕಾಯಿಲೆಯನ್ನು ಬೇಗನೆ ಗುಣಪಡಿಸಬಹುದು, ಮತ್ತು ಇದು ಚಿಕಿತ್ಸೆಯ ಒಂದು ಭಾಗನ ಅಂತಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಹಾಗೆಯೇ ಆಟೋ ರಿಕ್ಷಾ ಡ್ರೈವರ್ಸ್ ಹೇಗೆ ವರ್ತನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಆಟೋ ರಿಕ್ಷಾ ಡ್ರೈವರ್ಸ್ ಕೆಲವರು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಇವರು ಎರಡು ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಒಂದು ಸಾರಿ ಅವರು ಸಿಟಿ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಆಟೋವನ್ನು ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಆ ಆಟೋ ಬರ್ತಾನೆ, ಅವ್ರು ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಈ ಪುಟ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಮೀಟರ್, ಹಿ ಡಿಡಂಟ್ ಸ್ಪೀಕ್ ಎನಿ ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್, ಏನು ಮಾತಾಡೋಲ್ಲ, ಬರೀ ಮೀಟ್ರನ್ನು ಹಾಕ್ತಾನೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ಆದರೆ ಅವನು ಎಸ್ ಸರ್ ಬನ್ನಿ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದಾಗಿತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ಅದೇ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಇವರು ಸಿಟಿ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ಗೆ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಆಗ ಒಬ್ಬ ಆಟೋವನ್ನು ಕರೀತಾನೆ. ಆದರೆ ಆಟೋವನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ನನಗೆ ಟೈಮ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ನಾನು ಆಟೋವನ್ನು ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಓವರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಆಟೋವನ್ನು ಅವನು ಕರೆದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇವರನ್ನ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ಗೆ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತೀಯಾ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. ಅವನು ಒಪ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾನೆ. So this is the way of telling no in a most pleasant way. So let's continue the lesson from paragraph number 9. Dear students, open the book, page number 76. Even a very ordinary thing like giving alms to a beggar can be done in a better way. Here, take this. We can say nicely and with some feeling. What do most people do? They refuse to look at the beggar. If he persists, they indicate that he should go higher. Some say munde hogappa or some such thing. Some do not say anything but try to shun the beggar by their body language. And finally, when the giving becomes inevitable, they give grudgingly. If we decide to give alms, should we not to do so gracefully? In Mumbai, they have a nice way of saying maaf karo. It's a nice way of saying sorry, I am not able to give. We have a number of notices, instructions and orders like no parking, no smoking, no admission, visitors cars not allowed, and so on and so forth. Don't these terms sound rather rough? True. People are trying to be brief because brevity is a genuine need in such public notices. But we have seen that at least in the case of smoking, people have made some innovation. Nowadays, they write, "Thank you for not smoking." Can't we try to use better terms in other cases also? I am not suggesting that in every cases we should say thank you for. We can think of innovative methods to make our orders, instructions and notices sound more polite, more polished. In South India, some restaurants are famous for their tasty fare they offer. Naturally, therefore, they have big rush and it is a problem for the management. In one such restaurant, I saw a board, "Don't sit here for a long time." How odd! Can they not say the same thing in better words? Luckily, I saw in another place a board, "Please make room for waiting customers." In yet another place, I saw a notice which read, "Kindly make room for waiting friends." So let's stop there. I will continue. I will explain the lesson from 9th paragraph. So in this paragraph, the author is telling us about how we should behave with beggars. So here, even an ordinary thing like giving alms. Alms means, here it has been given in the glossary, money, clothes, food given away to the poor. So here, yesterday I have already wrote that on the blackboard. Like given alms to a beggar can be done in better way. So when we are giving alms, when we are giving some money or something to the beggar, it should be given in a better way. Should be given in a better way. Here, take this. We can say nicely and with some feeling. Please take it. Like that we can give. We should give. We should not throw it. We should give the alms in a respectable way. With some feeling. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಬ್ಬ ಭಿಕ್ಷುಕನಿಗೆ ಭಿಕ್ಷೆಯನ್ನು ಕೊಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು, ಉತ್ತಮ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು, ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಉತ್ತಮವಾಗಿ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದನ್ನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಲೇಖಕರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ನಾವು ಭಿಕ್ಷೆಯನ್ನು ಕೊಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟಬಲ್ ಆಗಿ, ಒಂದು ಗೌರವಯುತವಾಗಿ, ಒಂದು ಭಾವನೆಯಿಂದ ನಾವು ಕೊಡಬೇಕು. What do most people do? But the most people are what they are doing is they refuse to look at the beggar. They refuse to look at the beggar. They are not interested to see the face of the beggar. They don't want to see the beggar. He is also a human being. We are also the human being. But we are treating him, we refused it. We are not ready to see his face. That's what is happening nowadays. If he persists, they indicate that you should go ahead. If the beggar forced to give alms, what we do? We forcefully make him to go ahead. Or some say, munde hogappa, go forward. If we force to give, means if he persist, if he stand there, means what we do? Munde hogappa anta ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಹೌದಾ? That we should not do. ಹಾಗೆ ನಾವು ಮಾಡಬಾರದು. Or some such things. Some don't say anything but try to shun the beggar by their body language. Some people are there, they didn't say anything like munde hogappa, like that they didn't say. They just by their language, by their body language itself, they make him to go forward. ಇನ್ನು ಕೆಲವರು ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅವ್ರೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಏನು ಮಾತಾಡೋದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅವ್ರೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹಿಂಗಂತಾರೆ, ತಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹಿಂಗಂತಾರೆ, ಮುಂದೆ ಹೋಗ್ಲಿ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. By their body. And finally, when the giving becomes inevitable, they give grudgingly. They give grudgingly. Means to say this, without a good feeling. When he forced, it is become inevitable. Means they give the alms with hungry maybe, or ಒಂದು ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ಅಸಮಾಧಾನದಿಂದ ಅವರು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಭಿಕ್ಷೆಯನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. And finally, if we decide to give alms, should we not do so gracefully? It means to say this, because the giving alms is becoming inevitable, we should give it gracefully. We should not give it disgracefully, with hungry. We should not do that. We should give the alms happily, gracefully. ನಾವು ಭಿಕ್ಷೆಯನ್ನು ಕೊಡಬೇಕಾದಂಥ ಅನಿವಾರ್ಯತೆ ಬಂದಾಗ ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದರೆ, ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನು ಖುಷಿಯಿಂದ ಸಂತೋಷದಿಂದ ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನು ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. In Mumbai, they have a nice way of saying maaf karo. It is a nice way of saying sorry, I am not able to give. In Mumbai, their mother tongue is Hindi. So when the person is not having money, or when he can't give alms, what he will say? He will say that maaf karo, I can't give you. Like that, in a respectable manner, in a respectable way, he told to the beggar. ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಮುಂಬೈದಲ್ಲಿ ಭಿಕ್ಷೆಯನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗದೆ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಅವ್ರು ಏನಂತಾರೆ ಅಂದರೆ, ಮಾಫ್ ಕರೋ, ನನಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ, ನನ್ನನ್ನು ಕ್ಷಮಿಸು ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಐ ಆಮ್ ನಾಟ್ ಏಬಲ್ ಟು ಗಿವ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ದಟ್ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್, ಬಟ್ ವಿ ಶುಡ್ ಡೂ ಇಟ್ ಬೆಟರ್. ವಿ ಶುಡ್ ನಾಟ್ harm any person. We should not hurt any person. So that's what we have to do. We have a number of notices, instructions and orders like no parking, no smoking, no admission, visitors cost not allowed, and so on and so forth. So in the paragraph number 10, the author is telling us about the notices and the instructions or the orders. So according to the author, the notices, the orders and the instructions should be in a polite manner, should be polished. But what the notices, the instructions we are seeing, they are looking rough. That no smoking, no admission, visitors cost not allowed, like this. These are the notices, instructions look rough. ಅಂದರೆ 10ನೇ ಪ್ಯಾರಾಗ್ರಾಫಲ್ಲಿ ಲೇಖಕರು ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ, ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ ಈ ಒಂದು ನೋಟಿಸ್ಗಳು, ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ಗಳು, ಈ ಆರ್ಡರ್ಗಳಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಏನಿರ್ತಾವಲ್ಲ, ಲೈಕ್ ನೋ ಸ್ಮೋಕಿಂಗ್, ನೋ ಅಡ್ಮಿಷನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವಿಸಿಟರ್ಸ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ನಾಟ್ ಅಲೌಡ್, ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್, ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಏನಾಗಬೇಕು, ಒಂದು ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ಅವುಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಬಳಸ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಭಾಷೆ ತುಂಬ ರಫ್ ಅನಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಒಂದು ರೀತಿ ಸ್ಮೂತ್ ಆದಂತಹ, ಪೊಲೈಟ್ ಆದಂತಹ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜನ್ನು ಬಳಸಬೇಕು, ವರ್ಡ್ಸನ್ನು ಬಳಸಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ನಾಟ್ ಅಲೌಡ್, don't these terms should rather rough? True. People are trying to be brief because brevity is genuine need in public notices. Here, people are want to write the notice or the instructions in a brief way because brevity is the genuine of such public notices. But even though it should be in polite manner. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಸೂಚನೆಗಳನ್ನು, ನೋಟಿಸ್ಗಳನ್ನು, ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ಗಳನ್ನು, ಆರ್ಡರ್ಸ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಒಂದು ಸಂಕ್ಷಿಪ್ತವಾಗಿ ಬರತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಒಂದು ಅಭ್ಯಾಸ. ಅದು ಸರಿ ಕೂಡ, ಆದರೆ ಅದೇನಾಗಿರಬೇಕು, ಪೊಲೈಟ್ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. But we have seen that at least in the case of smoking, people have made some innovation. Nowadays, they write, "Thank you for not smoking." So, if you go to some hotels or some public places, there will be a board will be there, "No smoking," like that. But we should write it in a better way. And the author once in a place, he saw a notice that, "Thank you for not smoking." So, writing no smoking is, writing "thank you for not smoking" is better than writing no smoking. No smoke, just you have to write no smoking means it looks incomplete and it looks rough. It seems to be an order way. But if you write "thank you for not smoking" means it looks little polite. So that's what the author is telling here. Here is a word innovation. Innovation means introduction of new things or ideas. Innovation. Introduction. Introduction of new things or ideas. Of new things or ideas. Or ideas. So we have to innovate new ideas in making orders and in making instructions and in making notices. ಅಂದರೆ ಈ ನೋಟಿಸ್ಗಳನ್ನು, ಆರ್ಡರ್ಗಳನ್ನು ನೀಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಹೊಸ ಹೊಸ ಅನ್ವೇಷಣೆಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Can't we try to use better terms in other cases also? So in the case of smoking, we can write that "thank you for not smoking" instead of "no smoking." So in other cases, what we have to do, that can't we try to use better terms in other cases also? ಬೇರೆಯ ಒಂದು ವಿಷಯಗಳನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಹೊಸ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ಬರೀಬಹುದಲ್ವಾ? I am not suggesting that in every cases we should say thank you for. So here the author is telling us, I am not suggesting that we use thank you for in all the cases, but ಎಲ್ಲ ವಿಷಯಗಳಲ್ಲೂ ನಾವು ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಅಂತಾನೆ ಬಳಸಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. We can think of innovative methods to make our orders, instructions and notices sound more polite and more polished. He is suggesting us we have to innovate more. We have to innovative methods when we are making orders, when we are making notices, when we are making instructions, which should sound polite and more polished. ಈ ಆರ್ಡರ್ಸ್ಗಳನ್ನು, ಈ ನೋಟಿಸ್ಗಳನ್ನು, ಈ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಹೊಸ ಹೊಸ ಅನ್ವೇಷಣೆಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿ ಅವು ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಮೃದುವಾದ ಶಬ್ದವನ್ನು ಬಳಸಿ ನಾವು ಅವುಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. In South India, some restaurants are famous for the tasty fare they offer. So in South India, in the hotels, they were famous for their tasty food. So that naturally, therefore, they have big rush and it is problem for the management. So because of the tasty food, people will come more in number to the hotels. Because of that only, there will be heavy rush and it is problem for the management of that hotel. ದಕ್ಷಿಣ ಭಾರತದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಟೆಲ್ಗಳು ತುಂಬ ಒಂದು ರುಚಿಕರವಾದ ಆಹಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಸಿದ್ಧಿಯಾಗಿದ್ದಾವೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ರಶ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಜನಜಂಗುಳಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದು ಆ ಒಂದು ಹೋಟೆಲ್ನವರಿಗೆ ಕೆಲವು ಸಾರಿ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಗೆ. In one such restaurant, I saw a board, "Don't sit here for a long time." So in one restaurant, the author saw a board. In that board has been written that don't sit here for a long time. So it looks rather rough. ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಹೋಟೆಲ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ಒಂದು ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಅನ್ನು ನೋಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಇದು ಬಹಳ ಹೊತ್ತು ಕೂತ್ಕೋಬೇಡಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಲುಕ್ಸ್ ರಾದರ್ ರಫ್, ಅದು ತುಂಬ ಒಂದು ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ರಫ್ ಆಗಿ ಕಾಣುತ್ತೆ. Luckily, I saw in another place a board, "Please make room for waiting customers." So in the another restaurant, we saw another board, "Please make room for waiting customers." So both are give the same meaning. Don't sit here for a long time and please make room for waiting customers. These are giving the same meaning, but the way of writing, the way the feeling of the line is different. So we should use the polite words. It should be in polite manner. ಅಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅವುಗಳನ್ನು ಬಳಸಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ಶಬ್ದ ಬಳಕೆ ಏನಿದೆ ಅದು ತುಂಬ ಒಂದು ಮೃದುವಾಗಿರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಹೊತ್ತು ಕೂತ್ಕೋಬೇಡಿ ಅನ್ನೋದಕ್ಕೂ ಕಾಯ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಇತರ ಗ್ರಾಹಕರಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಅವಕಾಶ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಡಿ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳೋದಕ್ಕೂ ವ್ಯತ್ಯಾಸ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. In yet another place, I saw a notice which read, "Kindly make room for waiting friends." So see how we can make better of making the orders and notices and instructions. Don't sit for a long time. It is first one. And make room for waiting customers. This is the second type. And third type is, kindly make room for your waiting friends. So this is the best way of making notices, making instructions and making orders. ಅಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಹೊತ್ತು ಕೂತ್ಕೋಬೇಡಿ, ಕಾಯುತ್ತಿರುವ ಗ್ರಾಹಕರಿಗೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಡಿ, ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಕಾಯುತ್ತಿರುವ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ಗಳಿಗೆ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಗೆಳೆಯರಿಗೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಡಿ ಅನ್ನೋದು. ಸೊ this is what we have to do. We have to improvise, we have to progress. We have to do it more better in all the things. That what the author is going to tell us in this paragraph. Okay, dear students, let's stop here. In the next class, I will continue the lesson, and you have to write the answers for. It is there in page number 77. It is there. 5 questions are there, and you have to write those questions. Okay. I hope we have all understood the lesson well, and you have to write the homework and send it in your WhatsApp groups. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.